channel where the makeup and sass keeps you coming back for more. So today I created this Beauty and the Beast inspired makeup look for you guys. I bought this dress. I'll insert like a full picture of it somewhere of me wearing it, and I wore it to a wedding like 2 weekends ago with my mom, and I just kind of really felt like Beauty and the Beast, or Beauty rather, Belle, and she's actually my favorite Disney princess, and I love the color yellow. I think it's the color that looks the best on me, and yeah, I'm bragging, but I do think it looks great on me. And so I just felt like, you know what, let me create this look for you guys because of this dress. So the whole thing was inspired by this dress, and I just decided to have fun, play around with some makeup. Obviously, this isn't an exact replication of what Belle looked like at the ball because, well, I'm not Belle, and you know, I had to glam it up a little bit, make it a little bit more dramatic because that's just me. And so it's inspired by her, but it's not exactly what she looked like. Anywho, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, or I really hope you guys are going to enjoy this tutorial. Without further ado, let's get right into it. But before we do that, don't forget to do the one thing I ask you all the time. Subscribe to my channel because you know you want to. It's a really fun channel, and we do a lot of cool things here, so you should subscribe so you can be part of our little village and have fun with us. But anyways, let's just get into this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it once again. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, so for today's tutorial, as always, my eyebrows are already done, and we're going to move on to prime our eyelids with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm just using a brush to apply that to my eyelids initially, and then I am going to use my fingers to blend it out to the level that I want it to be, but just honestly really blend it out so that it doesn't look cakey or anything on our eyelids. And then I'm going to set that with my Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder to keep all of that in place and make sure that we have a nice smooth surface for our shadows to lay upon and blend oh so wonderfully. Now jumping into my Balm Cosmetics Meet Matte Nudes palette, I'm going to use that shade Matte Singh as a transition color in my crease area, and I am going to work on my crease for a little bit just because I want a really nice smooth transition. I mean, this is Belle we're talking about, and she's a princess, so I'm sure her transition color was really nicely blended out. So I just continue to layer that color, not to actually get a lot of pigment, but just to have like a nice base of what I want. As you can see, like it just starts looking better and better, and I kind of worked on that for a while, but that's the thing with eyeshadows. You have to really be consistent and just keep blending. And at this point, this is what our eyes should look like with that transition shade. Then I'm going to go into the matte Rosen color and just deepen the outer V. And again, I don't want to go in with a lot of shadow initially because you just never know what's going to happen, and it's easier to build shadows than it is to like take away if you add it too much. And I'm just going to keep working on that, blending that out, building it up to the intensity that I want it to be. And because this is Belle, I don't want it to be too intense. I mean, we're going for glam, but we're not trying to overdo it because I don't think Belle would have overdone it, or she didn't anyways. Not the point. The point is to just work slowly, blend out your shadows, and not give up. And I even go back in with my initial brush to just blend out those edges, make sure that my creases and everything are all blending in very well together so that we look flawless, just like a princess. This is what our eyeshadow should look like at this point. And then I'm going to go into my favorite color in this palette, Matte Wood, and just slightly deepen that outer V, but not too much, just so we have a little bit more definition on our eyelids, especially because we have hooded eyelids over here, and so we want a little bit more definition to make our eyes pop, but nothing too intense. And now I'm just gonna go back with that other brush that I was using to just blend everything out, make sure it's all nice and flawless and ready for the ball with the beast. And now we are going to move into our lid color. For today, I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer to kind of just give me a clean canvas to work on, because we're going to be using a yellow shadow and we kind of want it to pop. And then I realized later on that I should have used like a whiter concealer, but that's okay. From my Smashbox CoverShot Bold eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be using that yellow color. I believe it's called Bolt, but either way, everything that I use in this tutorial, as always, will be listed down in the description bar below. And I'm just going to keep adding that shadow. I actually had a little bit of a difficult time applying this to the intensity that I wanted it to be, because like I wanted it to be yellow, but it wasn't coming out yellow. But either way, I just, as always, continue to battle on with the shadow and make it work as best as I could. And while I was doing that, I also went and blended out any harsh edges or anything that I found throughout the process, just to continue on with our seamless eyeshadow look. So I am just, like I said, continuing to add that on, and I think I finally got the color I wanted. So at this point, this is what our eyes should look like. I went ahead and added lashes off camera because I just can't do that on camera yet. And today we're going to use this Glam Glow Mega Illuminating Moisturizer as our primer. This is something that I feel like I've mentioned before, like I bought it and I wasn't in love with it, but I wanted to be like really luminous today, and I know that it does give the skin a nice luminous finish, so I wanted to use it. I don't use this every day because I have oily skin, and if I wear it under my makeup, it'll just look terrible. For my foundation, I'm using my Estee Lauder Double Wear because this is just one of my tried and trues, and of course we want a flawless base if we're going to be a princess. And then I'm going to be using my beauty blender to just blend that out very nicely over our skin. The beauty blender just gives you a very nice finish, which is why I decided to use it. I know I normally use a brush, but today, like I said, the theme of this whole tutorial is being flawless and being gorgeous and feeling like a princess. So yeah, I'm still blending that out because blending just takes forever. And we're going to be moving on to concealer. I'm going to be using a lightweight concealer today, so I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I believe I'm in the color Dark. And I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes and like on my chin and my forehead, kind of the usual areas that I usually highlight. I don't want to highlight too down on my cheeks because I have huge pores and that will like accentuate my pores, and I don't want that today at all. And using my beauty blender once again to blend all of that out. Nothing new here. If you want to see my full face makeup routine for oily skin girls, I will tag it above. Then to set my under eyes, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And for this, I don't want to use too much powder because I don't want my under eye to look like too cakey or too bright. I just want to have the right amount of brightness and just everything with this look. So I don't want to go too overboard because Belle wouldn't go overboard. And we have to think like Belle. And to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder. Just because I like this powder for setting the rest of my face. Like, I could have used the Laura Mercier one, but that thing is expensive, so let's not waste it on our face like that. I mean, you can, but whatever. Moving on to the next thing, we're going to go back to underneath our eyes. I'm going to be using this blue eyeliner from Wet n Wild, only because not Beauty, but Beast had like a blue kind of coat, I feel like, in the movie. So I wanted to put a little bit of blue. I feel like at the end you don't even see it, but it makes me feel comfortable to know that it was there. And then I used those same two colors, Matte Wood and Matte Rosen, to just smudge out that blue underneath the water line and to connect to the top eyeshadow. And then using that yellow color again, I'm going to put that in the inner lower lash line, if that's what it's called, to just make the whole look the same, like top and bottom and all of that jazz. I feel like I always struggle with this only because I really always poke my eye and it's just a difficult time for me, but I think I got it to the way I wanted it to look. And then we are going to use this Laura Mercier color eyeshadow stick in the color Rose Gold for a little bit of shimmer and pop in our inner tear duct, because we still want to shine and be cute and stuff when we go to the ball with Beast. I feel really funny saying that, but it's just really one of my favorite movies, and I've seen like the new one several times now, and it was a great remake, and Emma Watson definitely killed it. It was a beautiful movie. So now we're gonna chisel out these cheekbones. Okay, so we're gonna use my NARS contour blush in the color Gina. No surprise there, guys. I use this all the time. It's literally my favorite. I have hit pan, and I intend on buying a new one when I do my next mid-year Sephora haul, which is coming up soon. So there's a video coming for that. And I think I'm also going to do like a how-to contour video as well. So stay tuned. And now we're going to set the rest of our face with my MAC Studio Fix powder, and I am in the color NW45. I use this on top of the Maybelline powder only because I want to bring back color to my face. I mean, Belle did not go to the ball looking like a ghost, and neither should we. Only because, you know, I am darker and I use the translucent powder, and I don't want any type of white cast and whatnot. Not that I usually get one, but you know what? You never know, and you can never be too sure. Next, we're gonna add a little bit of a blush to the cheeks for a nice little flirty look, and I'm gonna be using that color from my e.l.f. blush palette, and I use the dark palette, of course. This is actually my favorite blush palette ever. Like, I use it all the time, if you guys can't tell, and it has a great mirror. And then we're gonna add a little bit of glow, just a little bit, nothing too crazy. You know, we don't want to blind the beast. We're gonna use the color 143 from the Anastasia and Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. Absolutely love this thing. So glad I bought it. And of course, we can't forget our Cupid's bow and the bridge of our nose, so that we, you know, shine and take away the beast's eyes. Oh my god, I'm going too crazy with this. And then I'm going to also put some of that on my brow bone, just for a little bit more shimmer and whatnot. And then we're going to move on to the lips. I'm going to be using this Essence lip liner to fill in my entire lips. Only because the pink shade I wanted, I felt like I didn't have it in a lipstick. I probably did, but I didn't look hard enough. So I wanted to just create one with this lip liner. And then on top of that, I'm going to add the NYX Butter Gloss. And I can't remember the shades for either of these, but like I said, they'll all be listed down below so that you all can recreate this look. And I am now done with the entire look, guys. I'm just going to set my face with some MAC Fix Plus because we don't want this face to go anywhere on our wonderful evening with Beast, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look.
Alright guys, so this is what the final look ends up looking like. I'm wearing like my cute little flirty dress, as I mentioned in the beginning, and this just was the inspiration to this whole look to begin with. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and you know, if you feel like being a princess, you know, don't let anybody stop you. Just go ahead, do it, make yourself feel special on a random day. It really doesn't matter. You don't have to have a reason to feel special. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment this on this video, and I'll see you guys next time.